I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano along with Josh Reese. Man, it has been a very, very busy weekend at San Diego Comic-Con.
Right, not for us. Well, our busy weekend was quickly hitting refresh.
Yeah.
Refresh.
Oh my God, Saturday
Every
night.
10 minutes.
Saturday night, we're like, where? Is the trailer out yet? Is the trailer out yet? Please.
We're watching a baseball game, and like every 5 minutes in between the baseball game, we just turn on another trailer.
Right. I mean, Marvel killed it.
Yes!
They killed it, man. So
Yes.
many huge announcements. And then we have DC, who it's like, oh, and then DC? Like, how? Come on, guys. Step your game up.
It's amazing how stark differently these companies are. DC.
All you have to do is copy what Marvel does.
DC didn't really announce anything new. They talked about the two things that are coming up.
Yeah.
And then Marvel announces this amazing, like, 10-year plan.
There were some DC
Jesus
rumors
Christ.
that didn't come true, which we'll talk about in a little bit here.
Probably best.
Probably for the best, yeah. But no, Comic-Con, a lot of stuff announced. Not just Marvel and DC. There's a bunch of other stuff we're going to get into. And we're also going to be reviewing the latest episode of Better Call Saul. I believe that was episode 9. Another really good episode. Holy shit. And then we're going to review Jordan Peele's Nope.
Which might be reviewable in one word.
Nope. Yeah.
I guess we'll give it a little bit more than that.
It's probably going to be a short review for Nope. We're not going to spoil anything here. That'll be later. But we did not enjoy it. I don't get it. I don't even understand why it was made.
Not sure what we saw.
It was so boring and so slow. But yeah, let's get started with the news and rumors, the Hollywood hogwash. And of course, most of this is going to be Comic-Con related. The biggest thing for me, I think, that was announced was Kevin Feige announcing the 2 Avengers films that will be released in 2025.
Oh, right. The same year.
2 Avengers films in 1 year, which, Infinity War and Endgame were back-to-back years.
Right.
But certainly not in the same year. Now, these could always get pushed back, as all Marvel movies do.
Sure.
And maybe one will get pushed back to late 2025, and the other one could come out in early 2026 or something like that.
But it's just the idea that they have a plan.
Right.
And that they know what they're doing,
Yeah.
DC is just like, man.
I mean, they have like a 4-year plan. They always have like a 3-year plan.
With fucking movies and TV shows and, everything.
Yeah.
Everything. DC's just like, I guess we'll make something.
They're
next
always
year.
like 5 years ahead, Marvel.
Exactly.
And DC's always 5 years behind.
Yeah, it does seem like that. 5 years behind. That's pretty much about it.
So the first Avengers movie will be Avengers: The Kang Dynasty, coming out May 2nd, 2025. And when we saw Loki, we were like, well, this is the new big villain, right? Mm-hmm. Like we figured.
The big bad.
And it's all Sylvie's fault.
All Sylvie's fault. Fucking Loki.
Women. No, just kidding.
Fucking Lokis.
Fucking Lokis. So yeah, and then later that year, this is what everyone's been waiting for. Coming out November 7th, 2025, Avengers Secret Wars. Oh my God!
But so far from what I've seen, the Russo brothers are not attached.
Feige confirmed. He said that the Russo brothers will not be involved. Now, could that just be Feige working all of us?
Maybe.
Because they don't. Do they have the director already?
I
I imagine these movies are going to start filming next year.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah,
for sure.
Because these movies take a long time to make.
Definitely at least start writing and getting everything on.
I'm sure it's probably been written. I would imagine they start filming this shit next year. And he says the Russo brothers are not going to be involved. That's unfortunate because the Russo brothers in interviews have said, Secret Wars is their favorite comic.
Right.
And Secret Wars is, obviously that's not going to be how Spider-Man gets the symbiote, But that is how he gets the symbiote in the original comic,
Right.
is through Secret Wars. But I think the Russos are just burnt out. They recently said in an interview, like, I don't think we're ready to do anything right now. They're probably burnt out from doing Infinity War and Endgame.
They've got 5 more months to kind of chill and then just start getting going in 2023.
Maybe.
Take vacation.
Well, what you pulled up is one of the most famous comic book covers ever. It's the
Spider-Man.
Secret Wars with Black Suit Spider-Man.
Amazing.
And it's really cool. I mean, that comic is worth so much money if you have an original and it's brand new.
I don't.
You don't have it?
No,
That's a
I
shame.
don't. It is a shame.
Damn it. I was about to try to sell it with you. Maybe get 10% seller's fee. No, but I'm very excited for Secret Wars. That's going to be amazing. And Kang Dynasty. Because Feige recently said, he does troll us. Feige said Endgame was the last Avengers film and there wasn't going to be another one. But obviously, there has to be.
It's just too much money in it.
Right.
That franchise is something that's the golden goose. You have to keep on plucking it.
Will it top Infinity War and Endgame?
Nothing might ever.
Maybe not.
Will come close to that.
Because if you don't have unless you get Robert Downey Jr. to come back,
right?
And Chris Evans and Black Widow and get, you know what I mean? But especially Robert Downey Jr. because he's such a terrific actor.
Right.
He's one of the best actors out there. I don't know that it could be topped, but still, it could still be pretty fucking awesome.
But it doesn't mean don't do it.
No, of course.
You're still miles ahead of anything DC's doing.
That's the thing is like, how long is this run going to last where Marvel's going to be making movies? Are we going to be 80 years old and Phase 50 is going to be...
That's true.
And then Kevin Feige's son announces Phase 50.
Little Feige.
At Comic-Con on Mars. By then we'll be on Mars and Comic-Con will be on Mars.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Oh, that does make you wonder, like, how long the run of comic books is going to be out there?
Well, I'm trying to save up my 10,000 Bitcoin so I can go to Mars for Comic-Con this year.
You better start buying Bitcoin now while it's still cheap.
But then they also released a trailer for Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and they showed the new Black Panther, but just their back, and everyone's debating: is it a male? Is it a female? Mm-hmm. It kind of looks like Killmonger. So maybe they bring Michael B. Jordan back to life.
Never know.
Well, that's a pretty big secret to keep under wraps.
It'd be a very big secret to keep under wraps.
Namor's the villain. We also have the girl that's going to be Ironheart.
Ironheart. We got a little tease of Ironheart.
Yeah. But go to our YouTube channel. We did a trailer reaction for Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, if you want to watch the trailer with us. We also did one for the new She-Hulk trailer. So go check that out.
Yeah.
And, fucking Daredevil at the end of the She-Hulk trailer. That was pretty sweet. And that's not all, because we also have a new series on Disney Plus called Daredevil Born Again. That's coming in 2024. So we have to wait a couple years.
Because there's so much to film.
Like a year and a half.
But I'm
18
so excited.
Episodes for the first season.
That sounds great. It sounds like the perfect amount of Daredevil.
That means we're going to be talking about Daredevil for 4.5 months on this podcast.
And we're never
Holy
going to get
shit.
tired of it.
Probably not, but 18, I'm shocked. That's like a WB thing. I hope I don't know.
Oh, like the CW? Yeah.
I mean, the Netflix
29 episodes of The Flash.
Netflix ones were 13 episodes, and these are 18, so yeah. I'm excited, don't get me wrong.
And there's so much you can tap into. So, 18 episodes worth? Jesus.
And they confirmed that,
Candyland.
Charlie Cox and Vincent D'Onofrio are reprising the roles as Daredevil and Kingpin. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you got to get Karen back. You got to get Foggy back.
Foggy Nelson.
Obviously.
But even before Daredevil gets his own TV show, there's going to be so much Daredevil in the universe before then.
Right.
'Cause you're going to get Daredevil in She-Hulk. You're going to get Daredevil in Echo. And who knows if he shows up in any of these movies.
There's actually more that he's going to show up in. But we'll talk about that later.
I'm so excited.
Yeah. And then Marvel also showed a trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, but it was only to the fans in attendance at Comic-Con. But it got rave reviews, and like I said before, with Thor and Spider-Man No Way Home. It seems like Marvel's goal now is just to make us cry. Because fans, they were saying that everyone was crying with this trailer. Apparently, we're going to find out how Rocket was created in this one.
Get some baby Rocket.
And it's apparently very Rocket heavy. And James Gunn said this is the last Guardians of the Galaxy film. Like, it's over after this. So are they all going to die?
Heartbreaking.
I don't want to spoil. I read what some of the stuff happened in the trailer, so I won't really spoil it, but I'm very excited.
We got to save it for the eventual first trailer because I imagine it's going to come out in the next couple weeks.
Well, when is Guardians coming out again?
That's
next year.
Late next year, I don't think.
Late next year?
Yeah.
May
Okay.
of next year. So shit, that's almost a fucking year for us right now.
10 months, something like that.
Yeah. So very excited.
The villain is going to be High Evolutionary, and he also came out during Comic-Con.
Well, High Evolutionary is apparently who created Rocket. But no, oh yeah, I guess that is the villain. Sorry. I was getting my movies confused. But
there's so many.
They also showed a trailer for Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumanium. But we don't know when that trailer's coming out for everyone else. But no, Kang the Conqueror is the villain.
Loved Kang and Loki.
I imagine we're going to see different Kangs in all of these movies.
I would think so. There's got to be so many different.
It's multiverse. Because
when he mentioned,
and he's like, "Hey, I'm the least evil one, so don't kill me."
Right. And then all the rest, he just opens up the flood door to all
So
the
maybe
other
like
Kangs.
in all these movies, they have to kill Kang every time, but then like the most dangerous Kang
is still out there.
Is the one that's going to be an Avenger, and God, that's going to be
it's
lunacy.
It might be hard to keep track of at times, but that may be part of the fun of it.
Oh yeah. And also the rumors about Bill Murray are true. Bill Murray is going to be in the film. I'm not sure what he plays. Maybe he's Bill Murray. He's done that a few times.
Or maybe he's MODOK. MODOK is also going to be making an appearance during
Ant-Man. But I don't think he's mental. I think
organism?
people said they saw Bill Murray.
Ah, damn.
And obviously, that's not... yeah.
So I'm interested. A lot of people have been kind of wondering if he's going to be making an appearance during, this Marvel Cinematic Universe. And now MODOK finally is. I don't know what he's going to look like, but I imagine it's going to...
Probably going to look like that.
Yeah, probably. Pretty interesting.
So that's all the trailers and everything. I say we go through all the phases that they announced because they have all like the tentative dates for everything.
Should we go year by year?
Well, I'll go in order, right?
Okay.
So phase 4 only has 2 more things left. This is for the MCU. We have She-Hulk August 17th, and we have Black Panther Wakanda Forever November 11th. Then we get into phase 5.
Right.
And we start with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania in February 17th of next year. Secret Invasion, spring of 2023.
Just a TV show.
Guardians 3, May 5th. Echo, summer of next year. Loki 2, summer of next year.
Oof.
Sorry, Loki season 2. Then we have the Marvels, July 28th.
That summer in 2023 is just going to be jam-packed.
Starting off with Guardians, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we have Blade, November 3rd. Then Ironheart, which will be a series, fall of next year. Then we have Agatha All Along. That's going to be winter of next year. Then Daredevil Born Again, spring of 2024.
Hopefully January.
So about a year and a half. And then Captain America, New World Order, May 3rd of 2024.
Nice.
It's called New World Order.
Only one meaning you can take that, right?
You have to have Hulk Hogan in the movie.
Right.
If he just fights the NWO, that would be amazing. He just beats up Hulk Hogan, Kevin Nash.
Oh, no Scott Hall anymore.
No Scott Hall, R.I.P.
R.I.P.
That sounds cool, New World Order. And then the last thing in Phase 5 is Thunderbolts, July 26th of 2024.
I'm really, really interested in learning more about Thunderbolts. I know it's still way far out, but, Thunderbolts, you could get some Deadpool in there.
Right.
You're going to get some Yelena, some Kate Bishop. That's
true.
That
and
movie is just gonna
apparently
be amazing.
the evil Captain America is going to be in it.
Soldier Boy?
No, not Soldier Boy. But the evil Captain America from the
I'm trying to think.
the show.
Okay.
Remember, he was Captain America. He took over for Sam, and then Sam took it back. But he was evil.
Oh, right. The American Captain Hulk. I gotcha.
Oh, and then Zemo.
Zemo, yeah. Underrated.
Zemo's going to be there. Apparently, Jason Statham's going to be in it.
Oh, Jesus. He might just play himself.
Winter Soldier. No way. Are these rumors? I think these have to be rumors. Yeah, these are rumors.
It's rumors. Nicolas Cage
They're
is on
rumoring
there.
Elektra. They're rumoring Nicolas Cage, Ghost Rider. Steve Buscemi is the leader. Oh my God.
Jesus.
John Bernthal is the Punisher. If this happens, this might be my favorite movie ever.
That movie actually happens, but there's no way. Is that Kelsey Grammer?
Oh, William Hurt. Well, he's dead,
Hurt,
so I don't
okay.
think he's going to be.
Yeah, this might just be rumors.
Christian Bale is Trick Shot. Like, what are they? Sandman. Topher Grace as Venom. No, that's okay. Okay, I think
Stop looking at Drew.
this is from 2016.
Yeah, there you go.
Jesus Christ. Let me see. I don't think anyone's been cast yet.
No, I don't think so either. I think they're just starting to work on it.
But no, I think we do fully expect Deadpool, evil Captain America, maybe Yelena. That would be pretty awesome.
That was the one thing I was kind of disappointed about in Marvel. I mean, not that you have much to be disappointed about, but I mean, no mention of Deadpool? None? No mention?
No, not yet.
I mean, he wasn't in any of the Marvel arcs. None of the stages.
Well, Deadpool's not a part of the phases. He never has been.
But I thought we were going to start moving in the direction where he was going to join. The
Well, that
phases.
would be Thunderbolts, right?
I guess, yeah.
But no, if the Deadpool movie was announced for like 2024 or 2023, it wouldn't be a part of the phases until, you know what I mean? Like,
I guess that's true.
at least for now. But we have some of Phase 6. There's only 3 things announced for Phase 6. And the first thing is Fantastic Four, November 8th, 2024. And then the 2 Avengers movies will close out Phase 6 at the end of 2025. So that could be... It could be another Deadpool movie.
Could be another Deadpool movie.
Another Spider-Man movie. This is...
Sure.
Here's the unannounced stuff. We have Deadpool 3... but these are apparently all confirmed. Deadpool 3, Shang-Chi 2,
Okay.
Nova. I don't know what Nova is.
No, I think he's like a poor man's Superman, if I believe.
Is he?
I think he's a poor man's Superman.
Really? I mean, he looks pretty Superman. Nova. Spider-Man 4.
Okay.
Wonder Man series. Wakanda series. Werewolf by Night. And Armor Wars.
What the fuck is Werewolf by Night?
I have no idea.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So there's a lot of shit.
See, Marvel has its shit together.
Yeah.
DC, what's going on in DC the next 4 years?
Who knows? We don't know,
I
bro.
don't know. Justice League 4?
Sorry, I'm high.
Can we get Zack Snyder back? I don't know.
Oh, please, Zack Snyder. Fuck Zack. Need to get Christopher Nolan back is what you need. But they also announced some updates for the Marvel cartoons that obviously are not a part of the phases. But the new X-Men 97 season will premiere on Disney Plus in the fall of 2023.
Okay.
And Magneto will be leading the X-Men, which was apparently how the show originally ended. It's funny because I watched the show. Time. I watched the show as a kid, but yeah, it's been a while.
Oh shit! Should we rewatch that?
I tried to.
It's not good.
It's just very. It's for kids. You know. Okay. I mean, you like that shit, so maybe you would be fine with it.
Oh, ouch.
You do. We saw Lightyear for a reason, Josh.
It was okay. It was very serviceable. I will say before we move on to the next topic, I know we both didn't really watch Miss Marvel.
Yeah.
But at the end of Miss Marvel, they did make it to known where she's the first mutant.
She's a mutant.
Right. So it's opening up the universe.
And you even heard
Right. So just a nice little Easter egg for people out there as we continue diving deep into this world.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, season 2 of What If will premiere sometime next year. And we have some info about some of the episodes. There's going to be an episode about Hela.
Oh, okay.
There's going to be Odin versus the Mandarin. Captain Carter meeting the Winter Soldier. I imagine it's also going to be Captain Carter meeting Steve Rogers. Remember at the end of the first season?
That's right.
He was, I think he's going to be evil or something.
He was sucked into that universe or whatever. Right.
And then I'm looking forward to this one the most. Tony Stark on Sakaar with Valkyrie and Hulk. So it's like
interesting. Oh, okay. So like instead of Thor getting sucked in there, it's Iron Man.
Yes,
that sounds interesting.
Is Jeff Goldblum gonna come back and voice his character, please?
Please,
because who else could do that?
I don't know.
Although, did you see that comedian? It was like earlier this past week, this comedian was on stage with Jeff Goldblum, and he was doing his Jeff Goldblum impression.
Really?
And it was so good. And Jeff Goldblum was like amazed by how good this guy was.
Okay.
He was like, "Oh wow, look at you look so wonderful here today." And, I mean, that's really bad, but I've never tried to do it. But this comedian had an amazing Jeff Goldblum impression. We also have Spider-Man Freshman Year, which is coming in 2024. And Charlie Cox will be voicing Daredevil in the show.
Nice. I also saw.
So this is going to be about. It's a cartoon when Tom Holland's Spider-Man first got his powers. Mm-hmm. So we're going to see how he got his powers. You know, sure, he got bit by a spider.
We're finally going to see him get bit by a spider.
Yeah.
Not that we haven't seen it before.
Right.
But I'm so excited. No. Also,
it's like Bruce Wayne's parents getting killed. We know.
Oh God.
We know what happens. Yeah.
How many unique ways can we see this family get murdered?
Right.
I also saw that Elizabeth Olsen was gonna voice Scarlet Witch in What If season 2.
Oh, okay.
So I thought that was kind of interesting.
Cool. That's another thing. People were expecting a Scarlet Witch solo movie, but I mean that was her movie, and she died. Maybe probably not. No one ever dies in Marvel.
One of the things I did see that I guess there was going to be a Captain America versus the Hydra Stomper. And apparently people at Comic-Con did get to see that episode of What Is.
The whole episode?
I think they got to see
the
the
trailer.
whole episode.
But Hydra Stomper is apparently Steve Rogers. Like he's with Hydra.
Oh, no, it was Captain Peggy Carter versus the Hydra Stomper. There we go.
Yeah, Captain Carter.
Okay, there we go. Got it.
Isn't that what you said the first time?
Maybe.
I thought you said Captain Carter. But yeah, the Hydra Stomper is apparently Steve Rogers, like an evil Steve Rogers. But maybe he got Winter Soldiered. I don't know. We'll see. But
maybe.
I'm excited for that because What If was fun.
Yeah,
also, Marvel showed a trailer for I Am Groot, which will be 5 animated shorts that premiere on Disney Plus on August 10th. Don't expect us to review that, though.
I might review it myself.
That is strictly for kids.
That's strictly for Josh.
I don't even think it's legal for you to watch that by yourself, Josh.
Whenever you click on it, you have to, are you under the age of 10 years old?
Yeah.
It looks fun. I like Groot.
And there's no release date yet.
I thought it was August.
I'm moving on.
Sorry.
Moving on.
Sorry.
There's no release date yet for this one, but Marvel Zombies, they confirmed, will be TVMA. Mature.
Interesting. So we're starting to get some more graphic content on Disney Plus.
On Disney. We are, because Logan and Deadpool 1 and 2 are also now on Disney Plus as of last week.
Wow.
So if you want to watch those, make sure you change your default parental control settings.
Right.
Because it's all defaulted to you're a baby. So you won't see it unless you change those settings. And you have to go on DisneyPlus.com to change those settings. You can't do it from within the app.
So while we're talking about rated R Disney, so of course there's groups out there that always get annoyed about things like this.
Right.
And of course there was a group that got annoyed by this. The Parent Council, what was it? Parent Council Television. Parent Television Media Council, PTC. They released a stern message to Disney Plus.
But the parental control settings are so good. It was hard for me to even see it.
3 years ago, Walt Disney Company made a promise to families. No R-rated movies on Disney Plus. They said, it's a family-focused platform. They said, we have Hulu for our edgier adult fare. They said, I don't know why they keep saying they said.
Okay, when you go onto the Disney Plus apps, let's say it's you, your husband, and there's 2 children, right? You have your account, you have your husband's account or whatever. I don't know why I'm saying husband, but let's say it's like husband and wife, right? There's 2 accounts for the parents, 2 accounts for the kids. If the kid is like, oh, I want to check mommy's account, clicks on it. Oh, it asks for a passcode.
Oh, I know mom's passcode.
Well, no, that's your fault at that point. But no, there's parental settings. That's what they're for.
I agree. It's just people being mad about different things.
People are stupid.
It turns out they were lying to us after decades of corporate brilliance establishing itself as the world's most trusted brand for families. Today's C-level suite at Disney has decided to flush it all down the toilet.
Well, Disney isn't just for kids anymore.
No, Disney's for me.
And even when
Disney's
it was
for me,
even when it was for kids, there were grown adults that would go to Disney together as couples, and that's kind of weird. But now they've added more stuff for adults.
Right.
I mean, back then when it was only kids stuff and like grown adults were going, that was kind of creepy. Let's be honest.
A little bit.
You know, before that, you want to go to a park for adults, you go to Universal because that has adult rides. But now Disney has adult rides.
One day in the not too distant future, business schools will point back to this abrupt corporate U-turn as they analyze what happened to the once great Walt Disney Company.
Yeah, Disney's gonna fit. They own everything. They control the world, you lunatic.
They own part of Fox. Or no, did Fox? Yeah, part of Fox.
They own all of Fox.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just people. So
Disney
mad.
owns ABC and Fox. They own 2 of the 4 major networks.
Yeah. How's that not a monopoly? Blah, blah, blah. How's that not a monopoly?
Well, it is, but
there we go.
You know, we don't want to.
It gives us all hope that we're going to start seeing, like we said, more edgier content. And I just rewatched Logan not too recently, the other day, and man, I forgot how good that movie is.
So
Logan's
sad.
so sad, but damn, it's so good. Hugh Jackman really is amazing. And in fact, I'm going to update my actor rankings. Okay. Jackman.
Let's talk about that in a little bit. There's also been rumors about who's going to play Professor X whenever Marvel reboots the X-Men franchise. Mm-hmm. And the favorite seems to be Giancarlo Esposito, a.k.a. Gus Fring from Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. But I feel like, did fans just create this rumor?
I think that's fan created.
But it's worked in the past.
It's worked in the past. But I can't see, I know he could, but I can't see him.
No, he could do it.
Anything more than a villain. He has to be a villain.
No, he doesn't. That's called typecasting. He's a better actor than that, Josh.
I guess.
Yeah, he could be a good guy. He could play Professor X. Then there's also rumors that Bryan Cranston's going to be Professor X.
Oh, they could be 2 alternate universe Professor X's.
I could see
the
Gus.
One they meet.
I could see Esposito playing Professor X better than Bryan Cranston. Honestly,
I could see Giancarlo Esposito playing a version of Kang.
Kang.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think that's happening, but yeah, we'll see.
Just saying.
Let's talk the DC announcements. Again,
That'll be quicker.
They didn't do so good. Dwayne Johnson showed up to Comic-Con in full Black Adam gear. Mm-hmm. He took notes from John Cena, let's be honest. John Cena showed up everywhere in his Peacemaker costume. So The Rock's showing up in the Black Adam. By the way, did you notice the Peacemaker pop?
I did. It's nice. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got it.
You can see the helmet from anywhere.
I know, it's huge. It takes up a lot of space over there. And they had a new Black Adam trailer. I'm still worried about this movie.
I give it hope because
DC.
The Rock. You know, I think The Rock can pull it out.
I mean, yeah, he's great, but it's not like every movie he's in is great.
Black Adam, what has your powers ever done for you?
Black Adam, it's me, 007. And then they also released a trailer for the new Shazam movie.
I don't have high hopes.
I think that comes out the end of the year, right?
I think so. But yeah, this one does not look like it's.
Helen Mirren and Lucy Liu are the villains.
I mean, I can get down with that. I mean, Lucy Liu is always a favorite of mine. You know?
Oh, yeah?
Helen Mirren, very interesting bad lady, I guess.
Yeah, December 21st. Well, there's a part in the movie where Shazam's talking to Helen Mirren. He's like, I've seen all the Fast and Furious movies that you've been in. Helen Mirren's been in 2 of them.
Why is everybody Deadpool all of a sudden? You know, I don't understand this.
Well, that happened in Endgame, though, too. Robert Downey Jr. called Thor Lebowski.
Oh,
and
right.
What's his name was in Iron Man. Fuck.
Who was in Iron Man? Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about the Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, Jeff Bridges
was in Iron Man.
Was the original
and
baddie.
He was Lebowski.
That's right.
And then later,
that's funny.
later they're talking about Hot Tub Time Machine right in front of Sebastian Stan, who was in Hot. But yeah, I mean that's
that's funny. Okay, I didn't catch those.
The pitch meeting guy had a funny joke about that. He's like, "Well, we casted everyone. They're going to be in movies.
Eventually, they're going to cross."
Yeah. But Deadline, before Comic-Con, Deadline reported that Henry Cavill was going to make a surprise appearance at Comic-Con to announce that he's doing another Superman movie.
DC was going to do a surprise?
But nope, it didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
And I'm glad it didn't happen because Henry Cavill's a fine actor, but those Superman movies were not good.
No.
And his Superman character was so boring.
Yeah.
That's why I just said they should have just made The Rock Superman. Because at least he's fun.
Well, he kind of is going to be Superman in this movie. I mean, an evil-ish Superman.
Well,
yeah, something like that.
Kind of. I don't know. And then, so that's really it for DC, but I have...
That's so sad.
It is sad.
That's sad.
I mean, we just spent the last 45 minutes talking about Marvel's announcements.
The most interesting thing that DC did was, I guess, that The Rock gave out free tickets to everyone to see Black Adam, everybody that was in Hall H.
Yeah, I wonder how much... Yeah, well, they paid $500 to get in there.
Yeah, might as well get something.
And actually, the most interesting thing about DC was the Rolling Stone story that came out a few days ago. Rolling Stone reports that bots and fake accounts fueled the Snyder Cut online army. Hashtag release the Snyder Cut. I couldn't believe... When I was on social media, I was like, I can't fucking believe all these people want to see this shit.
Right.
Turns
Who
out
are these people?
Turns out they were robots.
I don't know what the point was, though.
Well, it was according to this report, it was Zack Snyder doing this.
God.
An investigation commissioned by Warner Media found that at least 13% of the accounts that took part in the conversation about the Snyder Cut were deemed fake, well above the 3 to 5% that cyber experts say they typically see on any trending topic.
That seems like a lot. 13%?
That's a lot.
Wow.
And it said that they fueled it. So they got it started, like hashtag release the Snyder Cut. And then like you would, sheep, people that are sheep, there's a lot of sheep out there. They're like, oh, release Snyder Cut? Yeah, sure, I'll retweet that.
Yeah, I need to see 5 more hours of this movie. Yeah, yeah, it was really great.
We all know Ben Affleck's the best best Batman. I'm like, oh, you fucking bot. And turns out I was right. That was a bot.
That needs, you know what? Next time you see something like that, that should be a remark. Fucking bot.
Batman vs. Superman was one of the greatest movies ever made. Yeah, you're a bot. Delete. Gotcha. That's how you know.
Report.
If anyone's praising the Snyderverse, you're a bot.
A Zack Snyder bot.
Yeah. So there you go.
Terrible. That movie was terrible, Andrew.
It was.
It's terrible.
But we're not
And you know what? It
worked.
It worked. They got
he got paid.
He got paid. But maybe we need to employ some bots of our own. That's what we need. We need,
and look at all
we need
the
a bot army.
And then you have all the people that follow the bots, and then you basically become a bot.
Yeah,
if you follow the bots.
Right.
Yeah. Also, we have the new Game of Thrones prequel trailer, House of Dragons. We did a trailer reaction on the YouTube channel. Go check it out. But like I said, I've never watched Game of Thrones, so give your thoughts on the trailer.
The trailer was really fun. We're going to get a lot of dragons. So I'm kind of excited to see the kind of melding between
That's the
dragons.
name of the show, right?
Well, it was always a house, but,
They might as well have just called it Lots of Dragons.
They should have. But, in the actual universe where Game of Thrones takes place, there was no dragons until the Queen of Dragons birthed them. So, we're actually going to get dragons throughout this entire series.
She birthed them?
Birthed them.
They came out of her.
Well, she went into a... I don't want to tell you because you're going to be watching
I
them.
already know what happens.
Okay, well, yeah.
Jon Snow dies, he comes back.
He does. Yeah, R.I.P. Jon Snow. But no, so
he's back.
Yeah, so R.I.P. the original Jon Snow. But it's going to be a nice little venture out into the past and get to see how the Targaryens lost their power.
Right.
It's cool. I loved the Game of Thrones universe. So I'm really interested to see us dive deeper into it.
Right.
And Andrew dive into it head first.
We'll see.
Head first.
Maybe.
Fans out there, give me your top 3 episodes.
Oh, shut up. We're not doing that list.
That Andrew should watch to get ready for the upcoming series.
I'm just going to watch 3 random episodes. I'm not going to know what's going on.
Well, you just need to really, I guess, watch just the Targaryen stuff.
What's the best season?
I mean, probably which season was the Red Wedding? I can't
2,
remember.
I think, maybe?
I think 2. Season
Pretty
2
early.
was probably really good.
I just remember people talking about it a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, this premieres August 21st, so August is going to be a pretty busy month for us.
So only 1 month until we start getting
I guess I'll watch it, but I'm going to probably be a little lost.
That's okay. No, I mean, it's a prequel. So, I mean,
Still, you see the Star Wars prequels, like, you don't see those first.
Yeah,
you don't start out with baby Anakin. God help you.
Some people probably did.
Some people probably did.
Yeah. They didn't know what Yoda was until later on in the series.
Also, Lions, yeah. There's people that start out with The Mandalorian. Like, what is that little guy? So Lionsgate released a teaser trailer for John Wick 4. It's only a minute long. It's very brief, but it is action-packed like you expect.
Wow, I mean, yeah, it seems to be all those movies.
And I love the John Wick franchise, so I'm very excited to see this.
I did see that Keanu at Comic-Con said that he'll make as many as people want to see.
Yeah, and I want one every year.
So, I guess, and they seem to be, I mean, easy to make. It's just Keanu Reeves just killing people.
Look, it's not Goodfellas.
Right.
It's action for the sake of action. That's all we want.
Action porn.
There's no story, and we don't care.
Fair.
It's not about the story.
Yeah.
It's like Mad Max. Was there a story to the Mad Max movie from a few years back? No.
Wasn't it about gas?
No.
No? Okay, I don't know. Was it about water? I don't know.
No, it was not about, no. Also, Rick Grimes, Andrew Lincoln, and Michonne will lead the next Walking Dead spinoff in 2023. Oh, sorry. I mean,
hold up. Okay, so
no, you're not even going to be able to do it.
When Rick Grimes eventually left, it was Rick Grimes and Michonne. So just going to start back where they were
I don't
6
know.
years ago.
Well, here let's just. So we have the original Walking Dead, right? That's the first show. First couple seasons were amazing. Right?
Yeah, first couple seasons were amazing.
Then we have Fear the Walking Dead, the first spinoff show. Then Walking Dead, Degrassi, I think A New World, which only lasted 2 seasons. No one watched it.
Jesus.
Then we're going to have Daryl and Carol. That's a 4th spinoff show. Maggie and Negan, a 5th spinoff show.
What?
And now Rick Grimes and Michonne, a 6th Walking Dead show.
So to keep up with the original cast, you got to watch 3 different shows?
Yeah.
What? That's fuck.
But if you love Walking Dead, there probably won't ever be a week that you're not watching a Walking Dead show.
Yeah, for sure. That would be like, okay, so that'd be like Game of Thrones. Like, we're not going to do Game of Thrones. We're going to do House of Stark. We're going to do the House of Lannisters. We're going to do the House of Targaryens.
They're probably going to do that.
No, they're not going to do that.
Well, they have 2 spinoffs already.
But they're going in different directions.
Maybe.
But Jesus.
But
so are we watching that?
I have to. I love Rick Grimes. This will replace the Rick Grimes trilogy that was originally announced.
Yeah, didn't you say there was going to be movies?
I didn't say it. AMC said it.
Oh, so we're not getting our Rick Grimes movies?
We're not.
So is Michonne just going to randomly stumble on this place that...
Well, you haven't watched Walking Dead in seasons, so you don't know. Michonne left.
She's still
Michonne left her children to go find Rick a couple seasons ago.
What the fuck were her children's name? I even forgot. There was...
Well, there's Judith.
Okay, Judith.
And then they had then Rick and Michonne had a kid together.
Did that? Yeah, I guess that's right.
But he never met the kid. He got taken away before he met the kid.
In the helicopter in the sky.
Because he got taken away, and then they fast forwarded, like, what was it, 6-8 years, something like that?
I gave up watching it.
Judith Grimes.
I gave up watching it after Carl died. I was like,
right.
I don't want to watch this anymore.
Carl, who you've been rooting for to die forever, and then he finally dies, and you're like, Carl.
No, I was hoping that Carl was going to kind of take over as like the new Rick.
Right.
And I was just like, well, fuck that.
But then they were like, well, if we're going to
to
fast forward 8 years, it's not going to work out.
Can
He needs to look like an adult. We have to recast him or something. You're dead.
Jesus.
But like,
when did you give up on it? Are you
well,
still watching it?
I have not watched anything from this year, so I'm not that far behind.
Okay, so I guess I need to.
I'm gonna get caught up pretty soon. I'm gonna start. Oh, there's so much shit to watch. But no, like, is this gonna be Rick Grimes and Michonne? Is this gonna be Michonne saving Rick Grimes from wherever he was taken, or are they gonna show up at the Walking Dead series finale later this year? And then they're gonna be like, Daryl's gonna be like, so what happened? And then it's gonna be like, watch Rick Grimes and Michonne.
Didn't he willingly get into that helicopter? No, he did not.
No,
okay.
He got blown up. And then
It's been so long.
that trash woman was like, let me take him too.
Oh, right, the trash.
She was like,
woman.
I don't have an A, it's a B. And they're like, B's not part of the deal, fuck off. And she's like, no, please. And he's like, all right, but you're going to give me a blowjob in this helicopter.
Oh,
okay,
man.
fine.
So she's just been fucking Rick Grimes left and right for the past 6 years?
Just kidding, no. But, I mean, I am excited to see Andrew Lincoln come back. I do like Rick Grimes.
Yeah, I mean,
once he left, the show was not as good because the show was about him.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So, also, Comedy Central and Paramount Plus will be airing a 25th anniversary concert for South Park on August 13th. The event will be held on August 9th and 10th at the Red Rocks Amphitheater in Colorado, featuring show creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone, along with performances from Primus and Ween. I don't know who they are, but
I know Primus, but
Primus and Ween.
Primus is the one that sings their intro. Going down South Park.
Oh, really? Okay, well that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay, so
but when's the next season?
I don't know.
I mean, it usually comes out September, October.
When you said concert, I was kind of hoping that they were going to sing like all of Eric Cartman's favorite songs.
Maybe they will. They probably will.
That'd be great.
Kyle's mom is a bitch.
She's a big fat bitch. Then you could sing the what was the last one in the last show that we watched? Was it the I just want my mom to get giant titties?
He sang a song?
Yeah, he sang a song.
Okay, I don't remember. Yeah.
Oh, and then you got to sing Chef's Chocolate Balls.
There you go.
Chocolate Balls is always fun.
Salty balls.
Big fat chocolate balls.
What else? Do you have anything else?
I just got one thing I thought was two things I thought was kind of interesting. Okay. For people that like Mayans Motorcycle Club MC, apparently it was announced at Comic-Con there will be a season 5. I haven't really gotten into Mayans though, but I know it's a really popular show. And apparently I guess they've caught up to like where Sons of Anarchy started, and they're starting to beef with Sons of Anarchy. So that sounds like something interesting I might be wanting to check out.
Okay.
So maybe I might check out season 4. I don't know. But so season 5's coming out. The other thing I thought was interesting, this wasn't related to Comic-Con, but Terminator Dark Fate director Tim Miller did an interview with Collider. And I thought it was kind of interesting. He seemed to not have fond memories of his movie.
Well, neither did I.
He said, okay, so he went into Dark Fate.
He also made the Deadpool movies, you know.
Yeah.
He directed, he directed the first Deadpool, sorry.
Right, well, one went great, and the other one did not so much. So he said, I went in with the rock hard nerd belief, excuse me, that I made a good movie that I wanted to see. It would do well. And I was wrong.
You were wrong.
It was one of those fucking eureka moments, but in a bad way, because the movie tanked.
Yeah. It's weird because it had a good director attached. It had a good writer attached.
Mm-hmm. But it
the guy that fucking wrote the story for The Dark Knight wrote this movie. How did they get so woke?
Really?
With the Terminator movie. Like, of all the things to go woke, you never thought Terminator would go woke.
Wow.
But Terminator went woke.
Everything.
You didn't think a man saved the world? Really? That was Terminator Dark Fate. It was like, what?
I didn't like it. Really, there hasn't been a good Terminator movie.
We have Sarah Connor.
The second one.
She's a badass woman.
Right.
Like, you don't have to have another woman and then drive it home that women can be awesome. Sarah Connor's awesome. She's one of the best badasses in the history of cinema.
To be honest, there probably should be a Sarah Connor movie.
Well, they made a Sarah Connor show, but it was terrible.
No, that was not good. Yeah, it's kind
There
of
was
funny.
a Sarah Connor movie. It was the first Terminator
Well,
movie.
you know what I mean.
And the second one, really.
But like a solo one, like her crisscrossing the nation.
Not dealing with Terminators? That's not fun. That's fucking lame.
But like, really, in all honesty, the Terminator franchise should be fucking amazing because we're kind of like living in that universe right now.
We didn't do a podcast when Terminator Dark Fate, so I'm just going to review it right here. At the beginning of the movie, they killed John Connor because the real actor is a fucking crackhead. But they kill him off a year later after the events of Terminator 2. And it's like, oh, you just took a big shit on Terminator 2. I hate when sequels do that. Hey, everything that happened in the last movie that you love so much, forget all of it. It's all bullshit.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Terrible. Well, it's just a payday for everybody, it seems.
It was.
James Cameron especially.
Yeah, they brought back Sarah Connor, Linda Hamilton.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Everyone was excited about that, but it was not good.
It was not good.
Terminator. I lived in this cabin for 20 years. What the fuck is happening?
I sit in my chair and recharge for 8 hours.
Sometimes I cry. I still want to cry.
All right, that's everything.
That's everything.
All right, well, let's give our top 5 favorite actors.
All right.
You want to go first, as always?
I will go first as always. So we're going to start off with.
This is your favorite, or you think is the best?
This is
both?
This is my favorite, not who
Yeah.
I think is the best. I had Heath Ledger, but when I started thinking about Hugh Jackman, Hugh Jackman's just been in more shows.
Well, Heath Ledger did the Joker.
He did the Joker. He was fun in 10 Things I Hate About You.
Come on, but that's
I
not a
love that.
legendary
No, but
movie.
I'm saying it's what I think is my favorite motherfucker. So I really, really like those. I really like those movies, and Heath Ledger was good. But when I started thinking about it, it's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine and just everything else that he's done, really good. So Hugh Jackman is my number 5.
Okay.
Number 4 is John Bernthal.
Yeah.
Love John Bernthal.
Yeah.
Hope he gets some more major movie parts coming up. I think he deserves it.
Yep.
Number 3, Denzel Washington. Haven't seen a Denzel Washington movie I don't like. Love it. Tom Hanks.
He's really good, yeah.
Is number 2. Love Tom Hanks.
I don't see him in Elvis, though.
Don't see him in Elvis.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't yet. Maybe that would color my expectations.
No, you would not.
And then number 1 is just Christian Bale. There's so many things
He's
that Christian
amazing.
Bale does. He's like a Swiss Army knife of actors.
He's amazing.
He may be a nut job, maybe.
Well, all actors are.
But he seems like there's not a role that he can't knock out of the park.
No, he could play anything.
So I'm kind of happy. I kept it to a top 5 list. It was kind of strenuous.
So did I.
Oh, wow.
All right, top 6. I'm going to do top 6.
Jesus.
All right, top 6. Number 6, Tom Hardy.
Okay.
Inception, Bane. He's really good.
Okay.
I love him in anything. I mean, Venom's not a good movie, but he does what he can.
He tries.
But I mean, these are like actors that if they're in something, it's like, okay, I have to see it. Number 5 used to be my number 1, but he's just too old now, and he's made too many shitty movies recently.
Okay.
Robert De Niro.
Robert De Niro, I was thinking about for a while. He's in my top 10.
I think he's probably the best actor of all time, like overall body of work.
Sure.
But this is like my top 5 or 6 favorite actors right now.
Okay.
And right now he's number 5 because, I mean, it's just, he's not what he used to be.
Sure.
Certainly not in the movies. Now he's just, in a movie with Zac Efron where he plays his grandpa and he's pooping himself. It's stupid shit.
Oh, Jesus.
But I mean, before that, Goodfellas, Raging Bull, Taxi Driver, Analyze This, Meet the Parents, even. Funny, He's amazing. Heat. Number 4, Michael Fassbender.
Michael Fassbender.
Inglourious Bastards, Magneto,
right.
Young Magneto.
Right.
Inglourious Bastards are one of my favorite movies. He played Steve Jobs very well.
That's right.
Anything he's in, I want to see.
Okay.
Number 3, you had this guy, John Bernthal.
Yep.
Walking Dead is when I first became a fan of this guy.
Same.
I'm sure for you as well.
Punisher was just
He
even
was
more amazing.
awesome as the Punisher. He even has a small role in Wolf of Wall Street that I love him in.
Had a tiny role in Saints of New York.
Saints of Newark.
Saints of Newark.
Yeah.
There we go.
And then number 2 is your number 1, Christian Bale.
Okay.
for obvious reasons.
Who's your number one?
He's Batman.
Interesting.
Number one is Leonardo DiCaprio.
Okay.
I mean, look, my son is named Leonardo.
Oh.
He's basically been named after a Ninja Turtle and Leonardo DiCaprio. So,
favorite Leonardo DiCaprio movie?
it's gotta be Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
Or Departed. Okay. You finally saw Departed.
I finally saw Departed. Do you want me to tell people?
You can tell them.
Okay. It's going to annoy Andrew, but
Well, it already did.
I thought The Town was better, you know?
Town.
Andrew's just like, oh, it's because you saw The Town first.
It is. The Town is a rip-off of The Departed.
I will say the last half hour of The Departed is a really thrilling ride. There's a lot of twists and turns, but like it felt kind of slow to me, to be honest. But Leo did play really well. You know, his acting was really good. Mm-hmm. You know,
yeah,
I liked it.
So, what would you rate it?
I mean, 6.5, 7.
Holy shit, that's low.
Something like that. You know, above average movie for sure.
Maybe you just didn't understand it. It's a very complicated movie.
Leonardo
was working for the police.
Well, yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Right.
I'm joking.
It did get confusing at the end.
You chose Ben Affleck over Leonardo DiCaprio, Jack Nicholson, who's basically playing the Joker.
Jack Nicholson was pretty good in it. I'll give you that.
Pretty good. Matt Damon was the devil.
He was bad.
Was the devil. And then you have Ben Affleck doing a bad Boston accent. He's from Boston.
Yeah, that was weird. You dropped the Oz.
Yeah.
Bad.
All right, so we have some of our fans gave us their top 5 favorite actors. Dylan, he's got Keanu Reeves, Christian Bale, Samuel L. Jackson, yes. Morgan Freeman, yes. Mm-hmm. And his number 1 is Jim Carrey.
Okay, that's
so
a good
he went
list.
comedic.
It's a good list. I can see those guys on my top 10.
Right. The Rizzler, he's got Mel Gibson pre-anti-Semitism outburst.
That's good. I like that distinction.
Tom Hardy, Denzel Washington, Robert De Niro, and Leonardo DiCaprio. Very nice. Steven with a V, my suggestion for your next top 10 list is most overrated films. That's interesting. Because what would you even consider an overrated film?
Departed?
No. He says, my top 5 actors are Idris Elba. Yes.
I've thought about putting him on my list.
Very good. Mm-hmm. If it was like top 10, Denzel and Morgan Freeman would be in there for me. Number 4, Philip Seymour Hoffman. He's great.
He's good. R.I.P.
Brad Pitt would be my top 10 for sure.
Yeah, Brad Pitt's good.
Bryan Cranston. Although he really just did one thing.
And he's more of a TV but like still, if it's our favorite actors, he's a good actor.
Right. Favorite TV show ever.
Yeah.
And then number 1, Leonardo DiCaprio. Mm-hmm. Rampager. Raul Julia. I don't know who that is. Mm-hmm. Denzel Washington, Anthony Hopkins, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Robert De Niro.
You know, I'm happy with...
It's a lot of De Niros and DiCaprios.
I'm happy with these lists this week because they're mostly people that I know of. You know, some of these movies that y'all guys have been giving us, I'm like, I don't know. I've never heard of these movies. But all these actors I've heard of, except for that one you just mentioned.
Jeremy E., Adam Sandler, Robert Downey Jr., Samuel L. Jackson, De Niro, and number 1, Leo.
Lots of Leos.
It's a lot of Leos.
Lots of Leos. Interesting.
Amraj Mali, Jim Carrey, Tom Hanks, Hugh Jackman, Christian Bale, and number 1... Can you guess?
Denzel Washington?
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Oh, shit.
I mean, you should expect this by now.
Wow.
D. Barry, John Malkovich, Chris Farley.
Oh, R.I.P.
John Belushi. If we were doing like comedic actors, he would be on there.
If we were doing actors that passed, he'd be on there for sure.
He's got a couple. John Belushi.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And number 1, John Goodman. I think he really likes Roseanne.
That's funny.
Jonathan Loreno. Number 5, Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
That's a great one. Denzel.
I didn't want to put him on my list because I wasn't sure about the accusation. I'm kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding.
Denzel, Robert Downey Jr., Tom Hanks, and Robert De Niro, number 1. Mm-hmm. Luis Vasquez, Bryan Cranston, Leo, Tom Hanks, Jack Black, And then his number 1, Will Ferrell.
Jack Black. That's an interesting top 5 guy.
Yeah.
It's comedy. Yeah.
Mueller 92, Steve Carell, Will Smith, Ryan Reynolds, Jim Carrey, and Will Ferrell. So basically all comedic actors.
Will Ferrell probably deserves to be in a top 10, to be honest. He's really good.
Comedy actors, yes.
But I mean, he plays it well. He's really good.
S. Thorne, Vincent Price. Wow, that's interesting. Michael J. Fox. Okay, Back to the Future.
Okay,
Ryan Reynolds, Nicolas Cage, and Scott Adkins.
Nicolas Cage, based on his stuff from Unbelievable, Unbearable Weight of Talent.
Who is Scott Adkins?
Scott Adkins sounds familiar.
Doctor Strange?
Scott Adkins.
I don't know if I've seen really. I see this picture. Oh, he was in Doctor Strange.
He was?
Yeah. Oh, he was the bad guy, Lucian? I don't even remember him in that movie. Yeah, but okay.
Okay.
Fair enough. And then Pop Culture Junkie, he's got Keanu Reeves, Michael Keaton.
Oh, yeah, Michael Keaton.
Steve Carell, Al Pacino, Tom Hanks. You know what?
Steve Carell, I think, should be in there, too. Steve Carell plays a lot of different roles. Funny.
All right, Michael Keaton's going above
serious.
Tom Hardy. Joe Pesci's going above Tom Hardy.
Joe Pesci? Jesus Christ.
He's amazing.
I mean, but the top 10 guy?
Morgan, yes.
Wow. Okay.
Morgan Freeman.
Now he's doing fucking top 10. Here we go.
Tom Hanks was his number 1, sorry. Tim, Steve Carell, Michael Keaton, Nicolas Cage, Tom Hanks, Leonardo DiCaprio, number 1. You know what? Nicolas Cage.
Not a lot of Christian Bales, I'm hearing.
Nicolas Cage.
Not a lot of Christian Bales.
Mills, Idris Elba, Michael B. Jordan, Alexander Skarsgård, Chris Pratt, and number 1, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson, he could be up there one day.
Who are you? Ewan McGregor. Hello there. Hugh Jackman, Sam Jackson, Robert Downey Jr., and number 1, Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
Amir, number 5, Christian Bale. Cillian Murphy, Robert De Niro, Leonardo DiCaprio, and number 1 for him is Tom Hardy.
Cillian Murphy? Who's that?
He played Scarecrow in Batman Begins. He's going to be Oppenheimer. Oh, we didn't even talk about that.
Oh, God. Jesus. Well, there's not really much
to
talk about.
We saw the trailer for Oppenheimer and Nope. It was the best part about seeing Nope.
To be fair, yeah.
It was a teaser, so it was only a minute, but yeah.
It was just them reading a passage of something? Maybe a passage from the Bible?
Well, I think it was Oppenheimer talking.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, no, Oppenheimer, the teaser, very excited about that. We have to wait a whole year because it comes out in July of next year.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, thank you for your lists. Should we do female actors? Should we do actresses next week?
I think we should, only to do one then the other. But the cast for Oppenheimer, I'm just looking at it. Robert Downey Jr. Huey's going to be in it. Jack Quaid.
Oh, yeah.
Plus Florence Pugh. I mean, Remy Malek. Jesus.
Emily Blunt.
Matt Damon.
He's probably the bad guy.
Probably. Damn, this movie looks like it's going to be pretty amazing. Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. The poster looks great, so.
Yeah.
We got to hang the poster somewhere around here.
Right. Well, that's going to be a dark ending.
Well, that's going to be dark. Very true.
But yeah, thank you for your list. We'll do top 5 actresses next week. That'll be fun.
And not just sexiness. They have to be like, actual actors.
Yeah, top 5 actresses. Yeah. I mean, Margot Robbie's sexy and she could act.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So?
I don't know if she'll make my top 5.
I think she'll be on my top 5 for sure. But yeah, all right, let's review Jordan Peele's Nope. So I don't really have much to say about this. This movie sucked. It was boring.
This movie was so long.
It was 2 hours and 11 minutes, but it felt like 4.
I don't like scary movies. This lists itself as a scary movie.
You don't. I know.
I kind of went into this going like, I don't know if I'm going to be scared. I wasn't scared one bit during this movie. There were 0 parts that I was terrified in. I don't want to be terrified, but I was expecting a little bit. But this movie was not very interesting at all either.
And Keith David's in it. They kill him off for the first 5 minutes.
That might have been the most interesting part of the movie was the first 5 minutes when you got forks and spoons and quarters falling from the sky. And then it just got way boring after that.
Yeah, the alien doesn't like those. Yeah, so the whole thing was an alien spaceship. It wasn't an alien spaceship. It was just a flying alien.
Oh, maybe. But in the shape of a spaceship for some reason?
Well, yeah, it was to throw you off.
Throw me off, and that is it.
The spaceship doesn't eat people. It was a creature.
It was very confusing. And then at the end, it turned into a wave of something. It's very confusing. Very confusing.
And at the end, a balloon killed it. Anyways, whatever.
They said that the first, Peele said that the first rough draft of this was like 4.5 hours long.
The first cut.
The first cut?
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of movies are like that. They film a lot of footage and then they put all of it in it and then they figure out what they need to take out. A lot of movies are like that.
They didn't take enough out.
Well, they didn't put enough in, I would say.
Well, I don't know.
There's no character development.
No.
The main character barely says anything the entire movie, and when he does, he mumbles. You can't understand what he's saying.
Right. Which
is like, it reminds me of Ben Affleck's brother, Casey Affleck, because you can never understand what the fuck he says in any movie he's in. But, yeah, I did not enjoy it. The whole thing was about filming this alien, and they get that director guy to finally film it, but then he gets obsessed and wow, you knew what was going to happen. That's the thing.
Yeah, he finally gets the shot, and he's like, "Well, nobody can have this shot. I'm gonna merge with the monster." And then he merges. Like it just
there were no surprises. There were no surprises I felt about the movie. The biggest
surprise was Glenn, I guess.
What was the surprise?
Well, his TV show thing, and then
Glenn from Walking Dead,
and then the surprise was
Steve. What is his name? Stephen Young.
Stephen Young, I think.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to control the monster by getting him to come out of the clouds, and once that they recognized that, then the monster killed them all.
But was he? Yeah, I guess.
Listen, I'm not defending Nope at all. I don't know how it gets such high scores from the audience. Those might be bots.
Well, the critics' score is good too.
Those also might be bots. But like, it's an alien movie without any alien action.
In fact, the critics liked it more, 83%. Audience score 71%.
Audiences have it right.
I never got scared once.
No.
And Josh, who's afraid of everything, won't see horror movies.
Yeah, I'm the most scaredy cat there ever was. I wasn't scared once. I was slightly scared when he was going through his horse trailer or whatever, and then like the little creepy alien.
Yeah, the scariest part were little kids pretending to be aliens.
Then he punched one of them in the face.
That was the best part of the movie.
That might have been the best part. That might have been the most thrilling, the most like tense part of the show. And, I really didn't care about them getting the money shot. Like, they spend this whole time They spend the whole time trying to get a money shot, right?
Yeah.
Something that they could sell.
Proof.
And then they're
Proof of the alien.
And they're like, well, we'll just kill it anyways. Whatever.
At the end, they got it, but it was just a photo. And who's going to believe a photo?
Right.
We have photos.
Didn't fucking look like an alien. It looked like a cloud.
We have photos of the Loch Ness Monster. No one believes it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that looked a lot less believable.
Right.
Just like, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of get down for alien movies, but like this was, and the alien eats people, but he doesn't eat gold or I guess silver or whatever. I don't know.
No, he wants he
just wants human flesh.
You can't eat silverware, Josh.
You know what? This movie really should have been called "Don't Look Up," but I guess that title was taken because
hold on. You mean that joke was stolen?
Maybe
because I said that to you, asshole.
But like the only reason
stole my fucking joke.
The only reason people can't die is you don't look up at the monster.
Don't look at it.
If you look at the monster, you die.
Yeah.
And just
the whole thing with the monkey.
The monkey, yeah,
was like pointless. All right, you can't tame a predator, fine.
That was really, I guess, the whole meaning that they were trying to get behind it. But like, it did seem like that was going to play more into the show, and it really did not.
Right.
One of the funnier parts, I guess, to the show was the TMZ guy as he was getting taken up by the alien. Take a picture.
Film this.
Take a picture.
Make yourself famous or whatever.
I thought that was kind of funny. But like,
well, he also made Nope the, just like the tagline, like the punchline of the movie. Like
right.
Nope was a punchline so much, and it was overplayed.
Right. The first or second time, good, but they said it a bunch. Yeah.
I didn't like this at all.
When he was
so
getting,
bored.
when the alien kids or whatever, the ones that are dressed as aliens, when they were doing all that creepy shit, and he's like, nope. You know, that was funny. You know, but it happened a bunch more times during the show. And
Jordan Peele is hilarious. You know, Key and Peele was a great show.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know about this, buddy.
And then,
you know, I didn't see Get Out. Maybe I should see Get Out.
I don't know. I don't want to see Get Out
because apparently that was really good.
But like, okay, so like, you realize there's aliens like above you, and like aliens come visit your house, and it never really explained why the aliens started coming.
Time to move.
Yeah, but like,
that's an old Eddie Murphy joke. He would be like, white people go in the house and it's like, get out. And they're like, oh, wow, that's crazy. Well, let's,
time to move.
Black people go in the house and get out. Well, too bad we can't stay. All right, let's get out of here.
That might have been funny.
Yeah.
That should have been what the movie was. But yeah, movie not good.
I mean, a 2 out of 10. I would say 2 out of 10. I might even say 1 out of 10. 0 out of 10.
This was
like it was shot beautifully. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, mm-hmm.
But that doesn't make a movie for me. Like it also has to be good.
This was not the worst movie we've seen, but it was one of the worst.
This or The Kingsman?
The Kingsman, I still think has to be the worst.
You'd rather watch this than The Kingsman?
I think
at least
so.
we could laugh at how bad it is.
It was really bad.
But at least we could laugh. Like this, I would just fall asleep. Okay. If I ever have trouble sleeping from now on, I'm just going to put this movie on and I'll go right to sleep.
Talk about the guy that was in the theater.
Oh, that's right. There was. Well, I imagine this guy's fallen asleep at a lot of movies because he was an overweight old man. But he was snoring. There were 3 other people in the theater with us. There were 2 women watching it together who were they were like the female version of me and Josh.
Probably.
And then there was an old man in the front row snoring the entire movie.
The entire fucking movie.
Yeah.
That's how boring this movie was. He probably fell asleep in the first act.
So,
to be honest.
If you're thinking about seeing this movie,
nope.
No, don't.
No, you should
don't.
You should have said no.
Nope.
You ruined it. Nope.
Yeah, well, it was obvious.
Yeah.
All right, let's talk Better Call Saul, Season 6, Episode 9. Holy shit, this is so much better than Nope.
Jesus Christ. 10 times better.
Oh, man, this show. There's only 4 episodes left after this.
So heartbreaking.
Gonna be so sad.
Man.
And yeah, it was sad. So we start off, Jimmy and Kim go to work while Mike and his boys clean their apartment. And they had an amazing transition of them cleaning blood to Jimmy eating with ketchup. Because it cut and you saw and you was like, oh, that's more cleaning blood. But then no, it was just Jimmy eating something with ketchup.
The camera work was really good here. It was fun. And the cutting back and forth.
Awesome transition.
Right.
And first we'll talk about Mike because I guess he feels guilty about Nacho's death. Mm-hmm. So he told Nacho's father, not what happened, but just that he's dead.
Right.
He's like, you know, your son, he won't be found. But don't worry because there will be justice. And I'm sure he did this also because Mike knows what it's like to lose a son.
Sure. He probably wanted to give some closure. You know, like you mentioned, Mike probably didn't get much closure.
Yeah, because you were asking me, like, why didn't he tell
Why didn't he tell him that, you know, Nacho gave himself up? Like, Nacho said, kill me so you don't kill my father type of thing.
Yeah, like,
you know?
That he sacrificed. But that would make Nacho's father feel so guilty.
Right.
Like, oh, my son died for me.
And it made sense when you said that. That's true.
Yeah. But Mike tells Nacho's dad there will be justice, but Nacho's dad responds, that's not justice, that's revenge. You gangsters are all the same. And Mike just got fucking owned right there in that scene. And you don't see that happen much with Mike.
No.
But he was like on the verge of tears.
Mike was pretty fucking speechless.
Mike was on the verge of tears, which we never saw that Mike in Breaking Bad. And we've seen that Mike a lot in Better Call Saul.
Right. Yeah.
When he had to kill that German guy who he liked.
Right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So that was great. And then Gus meets with Don Eladio because Hector told him about Lalo still being alive. However, thankfully for Gus, Eladio doesn't believe Hector since the twins say they saw Lalo's dead, burnt body and his teeth match the records. And that was the guy that looked like Lalo that Lalo killed.
There you go. Yeah. When he first came back and was alive, and we were wondering
but
why.
But the dental records are something else. That must have been Lalo paying off a dentist
faking
or something.
Them or something like that. Yeah.
And about Gus and the waiter.
Well, not only that. So before we leave Eladio, he's talking with Don Eladio, and Eladio turns to him. He's like, "It's okay to be a little bit hateful,
right?
But don't be all the way hateful."
No, that's not what he said.
Something like that. It's okay to hate a little bit, but don't
to have a little bit of hate, but always know who your boss is.
There you go. Always
something like that.
Always know who Hefe
not
is.
Full hateful. But yeah, Gus and the waiter, that scene was just to confirm that Gus is gay.
It was fine, but I'll be honest, I didn't know why we really needed a shot to show us that Gus has sexuality.
No, it's to show that he's alone.
All right, okay. Yeah.
It's to show that he's alone. He doesn't have that family that he told Walter that he had in Breaking Bad.
Fair.
Unless he got a fake family or something.
Well, I think the fake family was the one that was doing the bicycles. Remember they were riding the bikes?
Yeah, but that wasn't Gus's fake family.
No, it wasn't Gus's fake family.
But yeah, it's been theorized by fans that Gus's business partner that Hector killed, Max.
Oh, right, the first cook.
That was also his lover, and that's why Gus is so upset. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, it does make sense.
So yeah, we never. I mean, in Breaking Bad, he claimed he had a family. We never saw any family members.
Sure. Gus has got game too. He's got good game.
Well, I don't know if that waiter even knows what's happening.
Maybe not.
But that's the last time. I think this is the last time we see. It might be the last time we see Mike and Gus in this series.
It could be.
Because it was like both scenes were very powerful. Gus is alone and sad. Mm-hmm. Mike is alone and sad.
And it does seem like both those people's arcs are kind of wrapped up.
Right.
Gus killed Lalo.
He's the alpha.
Yeah. Mike.
He's going to take over.
That whole thing with Mike seems to be done. They just finished cleaning up the apartment. Don't really see why he'd need to be around anymore.
Yeah. He could.
Could.
But I don't know. So then on to Jimmy and Kim. They attend Howard's memorial, and it's really shitty that everyone thinks Howard was a drug addict who killed himself.
Jesus.
That's fucked up.
Is fucked. Well, that's why they're not good for each other.
And then Jimmy and Kim pay their respects to Howard's widow, and Howard's widow presses Jimmy and doesn't believe his story. But then Kim makes up a story of her witnessing Howard snorting something years ago. That was evil as fuck.
That was pretty fucking evil. She's like, "Oh, but you know him better. Maybe it wasn't what I thought. You've been married to him for."
And then the widow's like, "Oh my god, I didn't know," and runs off.
I have to get out of here. That was fucking shitty. And Kim
but also,
cold as
Howard's
ice.
wife treated him like shit. We saw that scene.
Sure. Yeah, she's stone cold bitch.
Yeah. So that was evil as fuck. So Kim makes a drastic change and resigns from the New Mexico bar. She's not a lawyer. The judge is like, well, no, I deny your request to give this case to someone else. So let's move on. And she's like, well, we can't because I'm not a lawyer anymore.
Oh, that kind of came out of nowhere, I guess, but. Man, it was just eating at her, apparently, eating at her soul.
Of course.
Just how evil she was. But there was a scene after after the not the retirement, but after the memorial service for Howard, where they're in the parking garage where they always seem to meet and everything.
Yeah,
and she gives him like a nice a peck on the cheek, and it.
No, I think they kiss, right?
Yeah, they kiss.
It was a kiss,
but it felt like at that moment, like.
But it was a shitty kiss.
It did, like I'm never gonna see you again type of kiss. Like that. This is at that moment is where I was like, oh God, I don't think Kim's gonna be around anymore. And then, we start slowly seeing her kind of wrap up her life.
So Jimmy freaks out, but starts planning on how they can reverse everything. But Kim has already started packing. And Kim tells Jimmy, you asked if you were bad for me, but that's not it. We're bad for each other. Mm-hmm. Together, we're poison. And little does she know, like, Jimmy's actually worse without her. But I guess she's better without Jimmy.
For sure.
But Jimmy begs for Kim to stay and tells her that it wasn't their fault that Howard died. But Kim tells Jimmy that Mike told her that Lalo was alive a month ago. And he's shocked to hear that.
Say anything.
Yeah. And then fast forward, Saul Goodman wakes up in his mansion with an escort.
1 week later, right?
No. We don't even know how many years. That's the thing. Maybe a year later, a couple years.
Maybe many.
Saul Goodman wakes up in his mansion next to an escort. He goes to his office, sits at his desk, and we are officially in the Breaking Bad timeline.
We finally made it. We're finally here.
Oh, my God.
The worlds are starting to merge.
Yes.
They're starting to sink into one.
Yes.
And it'll be even better next week when Jesse and Walter are wife.
Oh, yes, absolutely. They have to.
Well, we're running out of episodes.
Yeah, there's only 4 episodes left. But no, seeing Jimmy and Kim break up was heartbreaking.
Yeah.
And I told you she was going to leave. She's not going to die.
She's not going to die. She's not going to die. She just dead to Jimmy.
But we will see her again.
I think we will see her again.
Yeah. Once we get to Black and White.
And Gene running away.
Cinnamon Bun, Gene, yeah.
I can't handle it. I'm going to go find my love.
4 episodes left.
Oof.
Oh, man.
So next week's episode.
This week's episode. Yeah.
Sorry. Today's episode.
Tonight's episode, if you're listening or watching the podcast Monday.
It's called Nippy.
Nippy.
Episode 10.
It's cold.
Episode description. A new player gets in the game.
Oh, my God.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many things. I mean, I guess... Like, what else is there that you really want to see now? I kind of just want to see Jimmy. I mean, I just want to see Gene kind of wrap up his story. I think we've kind of seen pretty much.
Well, I want to see Jimmy get back with Kim or something.
Well, that would be the Gene character. Yeah.
Well, his name's Jimmy.
He's
not Saul. He's not Gene. He's Jimmy.
Gene Hackman. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess we got 4 episodes of him trying to find Kim.
This next episode's not going to be about that. This next episode is a Breaking Bad episode.
It does seem like that.
It is. That's where we're at. So we'll see what happens. Again, I don't really have predictions, or the show's been so good that, it's like I don't even have really wants or predictions. I just want to see it.
You're just going to let it wash over you.
Of course. All right, fan questions. Joey Cage. Guys, Daredevil is back. Are y'all slightly concerned about it, or am I over worrying about it?
0 concerns, especially now that they're starting to get a little bit darker on Disney Plus.
Yeah, we don't know what it's going to be rated yet. I don't think it'll be MA because it's MC. It is a part of the MCU, Phase 5. Yeah,
but if we can edge up to MA,
edge up,
if we can get.
I'm excited.
Right
Certainly more excited than concerned.
Or maybe if they could have a couple episodes as MA,
I don't know about that, because then you're going to be like, what? Your kids can watch this episode but not the next episode?
Oh, yeah, I guess that's right. I don't have any concerns, though.
The Rizzler, if Better Call Saul characters were WWE wrestlers. Gus Fring is Vince McMahon.
For sure.
That's probably it, yeah. Mm-hmm. Saul Goodman, Jim Cornette. That's pretty damn accurate.
That's pretty good. That's
really good.
Or Paul Heyman.
Mike is the Undertaker. That's good.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kim is Miss Elizabeth because she's innocent.
Oh.
Yeah, pretty much. Lalo, Brock Lesnar.
No.
Because Brock Lesnar's not charming. Lalo's like a charming serial killer.
Right. Who would Lalo be?
Maybe like Randy Orton.
Yeah. Maybe Randy Orton. A snake.
A snake. See?
A viper.
And then he says Nacho is Kevin Owens. I don't know about that one.
No. Nacho's... who would Nacho be?
Rey Mysterio? Oh, no, that's not cool. No. I'm just kidding.
Edit that out. No, Nacho. That's a good one.
Someone that who's a bad guy but wants out. Like a stable in wrestling. Kyle O'Reilly. He never wanted to be part of the Undisputed Era. I'm just kidding.
Oh, and then we could get Cool Nacho.
I don't know. Nacho's a tough one.
Nacho is a tough one.
Jonathan Loreno, Avengers, Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars are sure to break the box office records that Endgame had, right?
It's hard to break Endgame.
Well, but ticket prices always go up.
I guess if we're counting,
and by
on
then,
that,
ticket prices
sure.
will be $20 instead of $15. So,
it might be $40. Who knows? Inflation.
Jason Deerham, if we get a full Gene episode in Better Call Saul, will the whole episode be black and white? Hashtag horny Gus.
Horny Gus. That's funny. I think it would be black and white until he found Kim, and then when he found Kim, maybe there'd be color in his life. Maybe. Am I reading too much into it?
I think so.
Yeah.
P.S. Wakanda Forever looks great. Namor flooding and taking over Wakanda. Holy shit. That shot of him floating down to the Black Panther throne looked awesome. Plus 18 fucking episodes of Daredevil. Lucky DC went first. Can you imagine if they had to follow Marvel's presentation with their 2 movies?
DC be like, nah, we're just going to pack it in today.
Yeah. John says, did you record the live podcast and plan on releasing that? So, unfortunately, we didn't record the live podcast. Joe had his camera, but it was far away. I can't imagine it picked up great audio. So, I don't think we're going to release it. We apologize. I promise next year we'll record it if we do Comic Palooza again.
I saw people there taping, so if y'all guys have them, want to release the rights, by all means.
Yeah, but it's just on their phone. The sound quality would not be good.
Oh, right. We all need wireless mics.
Well, next time I could bring my computer, plug into their board, and we could do it. It won't be that hard. Pop Culture Junkie, and we have to set up a camera.
Then we have to go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, Pop Culture. We need to get us in Comic-Con.
That's right.
Pop Culture Junkie. Andrew and Josh are dropped into a scene from any of these movies. What are your chances of survival? The Titty Twister Bar from Dusk Till Dawn.
I don't think I'd survive very much at all.
Did you finally see it or no?
I think I did see it. Yeah.
The vampires.
Yeah, with George Clooney, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, that's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
Because only 2 people survive there.
I don't think I'd survive.
I mean, probably like 20% at the most.
I don't want to die.
The prison plane in Con Air. Well, the plane crashes.
Well, there were people that
probably
survived.
Low chance.
Steve Buscemi survived. There's people that survived.
Yeah, but we're not Steve Buscemi.
I think we'd survive in Con Air.
And then the bank heist scene in Heat. Did you see Heat?
I think I did see Heat. I don't think we'd survive. I don't think I would survive in Heat. I think I would have the best chances in Con Air.
I guess.
'Cause I'd just hop off the plane whenever they went on whenever they went somewhere.
That's true. Run away.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, maybe.
I mean,
although that one guy was like, sayonara, and then he...
yeah, I wouldn't do that. They spent so long in the desert trying to dig out the plane. I would just have bounced off.
Yeah. Mr. Slapnuts finally watched Lord of War and Peacemaker after you guys recommended them. Holy hell, they're both great, especially Peacemaker. The theme is now in my official Spotify playlist. Can you think of any show themes that are good enough to stand on their own?
Let's see.
Well, I think we've had this question before.
TV shows?
Like best TV show themes.
I don't know. That'd be something we have to do a bracket on or something like that.
Right.
I don't know if I can think of it.
Who are you, Daredevil, getting 18 episodes?
Bust a nut.
That's it.
He's worthy of it. Worthy of it for sure.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, my precious. That means a Punisher sequel is going to be announced sometime soon.
Oh, God. Let's hope so, Josh.
Jesus.
My God. That would be even better. Let's be honest.
And then they're like, we're finally going to do Iron Fist right.
Well, I mean, the best season of Daredevil was season 2 with the Punisher.
Yeah.
I mean, that was... And Elektra.
And Elektra.
Oh, that was amazing. But all right, make sure you subscribe to our podcast wherever you're viewing us. We have exclusive videos on our YouTube channel, Hollywood Hogwash Pod. Go check out our trailer reactions for Black Panther, She-Hulk, and House of the Dragon. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Hollywood Hog Pod. And next week, we have another Better Call Saul episode to review.
Yep. With Jesse and Walter, probably.
Probably. And then we have something else to review. I don't know. What else should we do? There's the Beavis and Butthead movie on Paramount Plus we could cover.
3 episodes of The Terminalist. Like there's a lot of interesting things we can do.
Let us know what you want us to watch. See you next week.